So here we're going to be working on finding slope. So if you remember, slope is equal to the change in y over the change in x. So remember that's change in y, and that's change in x. So once we have that, let's say I give you these 2 points, 2, 2, and 7, 8. So now we're going to go and count up, right? So 2, 2, if we're going up, that's going up 6 points. So that's plus 6. That's our change in y. And then now we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points all the way to 7. And then so we can find out that our change in y is equal to positive 6. Our change in x is equal to positive 5. And now our slope is equal to positive 6 over 5. Now, let's say that we wanted to do this without drawing the graph. There's actually a formula that can use, and that's going to be this formula. It's going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So all we have to do is pick one of these points to label. So let's call this one. We're going to call our x2 y2, and this point we're going to call our x1 y1. Notice here that if we plug in y2 is 8, so here we have y2 is 8, x2 is 7, then we have y1 is 2, and x2 is 2. So now plugging all those numbers in, we have 8 minus 2 over 7 minus 2 is equal to 6 over 5 equals m, which is our slope. So now we have this formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You can find the slope for any points. Let's say I start giving us bigger numbers. So let's say we have 7, 25, and then here we have 3, negative 6. So let's label again. I like to make the bigger numbers usually, my 2's. So I'm going to call these my x2, y2 again. And this one I'll call x1, y1. Plug it into the formula. You have m is equal to y2 minus y1 is 25 minus negative 6. And then here we have x2 minus x1, so 7 minus 3. So here, remember that a negative, subtracting a negative turns into a positive. So that'll be 25 plus 6 over 7 minus 3, which is equal to 31 over 4. And that is your slope. So let me try with another example. Let's just work with negative 5, 21. And then 7, 28. So let's call this one. I'll start this one as my x2, y2. And here I'll have my x1, y1. So we'll have 28 minus 21 over 7 minus negative 5. And that'll result in getting you 28 minus 21 over 7 plus 5. Because remember, you have a negative, subtracting a negative, and that becomes a plus. And here you'll get 7 over 12. And that's equal to m, which is your slope. So hopefully this video helps you guys find slope.